Hi guys, so for today's Thursday chats with a brew, a few different scenarios I've had to deal with. I'm going to explain, these are all college scenarios. I'm going to explain the college scenarios, what happened and how I dealt with the situation. Two are recent, as in they've happened this year, and the other two I think happened like last year. So I've been at college for nearly 2 years and a lot has happened. I've been with like the same class, just like it's now smaller because now 9 of us. There's actually 8 from the class last year and 1 is from a class a couple of years ago. So yeah, so I'm just gonna like read a bit off here because I want to get all the facts and figures right, and I did write it up when it happened and stuff. So yeah, the first two I'm just going to ease into it slowly and they're not going to seem as bad. And then the third and the fourth are going to seem a bit worse. But yeah, so the first one is, I'm not going to mention any names, or try not to mention any names. So on a Monday morning at 9:15, I have a teacher, she's very nice. One of the good ones, and I went in, and this was about 9 o'clock because I ended up getting there early. So I went in and the teacher went, "Oh, did you get an email off Janine saying we're being observed?" And I went, "No, do you want me to check?" So I checked and I didn't have no emails on any of my accounts that she knows of. So my college one I didn't have one, and my personal one I didn't have one. So I was like, "Oh no, I don't." And then she went, "Oh, can you tell," I think it was like 4 of the girls, no, it was more than 4, 6 of the girls in the class didn't know, but 2 did. We knew 1 wasn't showing up. So she told me, she asked me, "Oh, can you message these 6 girls?" I went, "Shall I just put it in the group chat, make it easier?" And then everyone could see it, everyone's aware of it. She was like, "Yeah, go on now." So I messaged her saying, "We're being observed first lesson," like something like, "We're being observed first lesson with this teacher, and make sure you're on time," basically. And then again messaged back off one of the 2 people that I knew saying, "I don't need to be told by some student," and then after that everyone laughed like in the chat. So I don't generally talk in the chat anyway, I don't plan to, don't like being in the chat, but I'm in the chat just in case like people are stuck on assignments and stuff and they just message and I'll be like, "Yeah, I know." So yeah, I messaged them and the rest of the lesson they were very nice to me. There was just our class in the lesson, there was no like other people, because there's other people that come in our class on Monday. Which is cool. But yeah, so like there was no one from any other class, but yeah. And all I did was ignore her and think she's not really worth it. The second one was when there was other people in the class that wasn't from our class, and I wasn't in the discussion, but they brought me into it, because the group of girls in my class, I think there was 4 of them sat in like this side of the room, and I was sat on this side close to the window because not really time to go. And then the teacher and her students like that. By the way, I've got my hand off a tripod, so it's fine. And her group of students there, and she went over to like the table, like my teacher went over to the table. I was like, "Oh, this is a class full of girls." Like, I wouldn't think that like something about girls cause like loads of drama and that like a mixed class is better. And then one of the people in the class went, "Yeah, no, we're gonna spot Fiona for one of the guys in your class," or something like that. The guys in the other class, and all I thought is probably better off in there anyway. but it's like the way she said, oh, we'll just get rid of Fiona, like, she don't mind. And then she said it took about 5-10 minutes, and she said sorry, sarcastic, and I went, right, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then she said to the person she sat next to, oh, did that sound a bit too sarcastic? Which it did, but yeah, and like I just ignored it, like got on with my life. But yeah, that stuff can hurt too. And I've been told by people that I deal with situations well, but if you've had loads of situations like that, then you have to learn to cope to it. So the next one is, last year we did a group assignment. I think it was Unit 19 business teams or something, don't quote me on that. And obviously I do business, so business class. And we had to do a group assignment, and there was 2 other people in my class, so it was group of 3. We had this group assignment where we had posters, a presentation, a portfolio, and some fact sheets to do. So we had like 4 different activities, and we had like 4 weeks to do it. Like, yeah, we can do it. So we planned it out. So like what week we were doing which, and like if we could interlink some of the things, so we could keep on track, and like time management as in what we were doing and stuff. And like the 2 girls I was with didn't really want to be a leader because I don't really want to cut into it at all. I don't think I like conflict, but they were in my group, so I was like, you're really good at like fact sheets and making them look pretty, why don't you be in charge of that and like monitor us around that, and then you're a leader for that. And then to the other person I went, you're really good at presentations and like getting information on there, you could do the PowerPoint, and then I could be the leader for the portfolio. So we did all that, and like on one of the lessons, me and this other person in my class, like in my group, we because I was done my activity and so we could keep on track, I with the person in my group that was doing the PowerPoint, I like helped her like to do it. She'd done about 5 slides or something, so I was just like, I'll finish it off, and we were doing like 40 slides. Like I'd done all that day, I did about 16 slides already. So then I did like another, which made that mean the rest on hers, like with her work, and it made about 40 or something, so I did about 24 on hers. We were getting on with our work, we were checking with our teammate that she knew what she was doing, if she needed any help, even though we weren't leaders. We were just checking, make sure she was doing fine and stuff. We didn't see how much work she did or anything until the end of the lesson, and we realised, well I realised, she did 2 lines in the whole day, 2 lines. And yeah, fair enough, there was a person sat next to her talking, but you know. So I said to her, oh, is it okay if you spend another 5 minutes on it? I need like another paragraph on your fact sheet. Like we need another PowerPoint, we need another like paragraph on your fact sheet, and then we're done and on track on that bit, but we're not on track on this yet, like we haven't quite finished it. And I was like, don't like spend more than 5 minutes on it, just do this like really small PowerPoint, not PowerPoint, paragraph, and we'll be good to go, we'll be on track. Like, can you do it at home? I know you work and you've got a busy life, social life, schedule thing, but can you please do it? And she didn't say anything, so I just assumed. And then I realised after that lesson, after I said that to her, each time we went for lunch, because you have to go downstairs for lunch, or like each time we went home, we used to like walk like out together and like chat. And the 2 people in my group were like, oh no, Fiona, we'll catch up with you, we'll be 2 minutes. And they were like done ahead. And like if I was like, I don't know, sort my bag out, because I don't really do that. Because I knew I had to meet my parents in town, so I was like, oh, just sort this out. They ran ahead, so I couldn't like catch up with them. No first person in the world. So I realised that. So I had a feeling they were saying something about me behind my back. I found out 4 weeks later. Like, this was going on for 4 weeks. I found out 4 weeks later when she went to see our progression coach, who does like one-to-one tutorials, group tutorials, and like you tell him if you're in or not, that sort of thing. She told him that I had been horrible to her, I wasn't very nice, I was making this group assignment really difficult to work with, to do, I was making her do extra work at home, and I wasn't a very good leader, right, or something like that. And he called me in after she went in, because like, yeah, and he said, oh, so-and-so said she doesn't want you to stop being friends, but she feels like you're pressurising her to do more work than she wants to, and that you're making her do the most of the work, and she's not very happy about it, but she doesn't want to lose you as a friend. And all I thought was, like, I just thought, she's been bitching about me for 4 weeks. Sorry about that term. She's been bitching about me for 4 weeks, and she hasn't bothered to like come up to me to talk. And I was like holding back everything, like, 'cause I didn't want to like splurge on him. No, I probably could have, but I didn't want to like splurge it all on him at once. And so I just left it. I was like, yeah, maybe said, can you do 5 minutes extra? And he was like, and she also thinks you don't understand that she's got work in her social life. And I was like, yeah, I know she's got work in her social life, but it was on a day that she wasn't at work. So when she got in, she could do 5 minutes, and I know she could do it at home because she just handed in an assignment the other week, so she could do it. And it'll only take her 5 minutes too, because she needs to write like 3 lines. And he was like, okay, that's fine. And then like when I went, he said he'd have us later for lesson to do this group tutorial thing. And I went back into the room, and the girl that I'd talked to him before, and this other girl walked out, so I was in a room by myself, and I just felt so upset. I wasn't happy at all. I wasn't like, I was so upset I just like couldn't do any work. So I tried to do like as much work as I could, even while crying partly, but nobody noticed. And then the whole class came in and I was still crying and nobody noticed, because the 2 people in my group decided to go to like another group and talk to them, see what they'd done and stuff. So I was just sat there like crying and nobody noticed. It was like so funny. I just felt really upset. Then he came to Ollie's one-to-one to discuss. Luckily he moved me because I couldn't go up on that table. And then like a couple of weeks after, the person that said I'd been horrible went on work experience. So I was with the other person in my group all week, and she said, oh yeah, and I know she's been saying stuff about you behind your back and all this. It's where like everything came out, and I was like, am I literally that bad that she couldn't come and like talk to me about it? Like, I'm quite easy to talk to, like if you have a problem, like just come up to me, like I don't mind. And like, so she told me everything, and I was like, yeah, figured it out weeks ago. And she went, you didn't say anything. I went, well, I'd upset her again one night. That was like very hurtful. Like all that was by the same person. It was very hurtful, like straight after each other. Like, why would you do that to someone? But generally I just ignored all the situations. Well, I didn't ignore it, I put it to the back of my mind. I was like, I've got better things to focus on. I need to do my assignment. I had babysitting to do every couple of weeks. I think I did kids work every week or something, so I had that to focus on as well. And so yeah, but what I've learned is like, don't like keep it to yourself, because I only recently just got it out and told someone, and it's made me feel like better. But going back to the situation, having a look back on it, like, it's still really upsetting to the day. Like, am I really bad to talk to or something? And I know loads of people are going to say, no, you're quite easy to talk to, like, that's really nice. But like, at that situation, at that time, I felt like I was the worst person on the earth. So when people are like, oh, do you want to meet up, or like, because one of my friends was like, oh, do you want to meet up, I used to say no, because I thought I was such a bad person. I was like, can't do it. It's always best to tell someone, like, whether it's friend, teacher, anyone, and it's better to do it sooner rather than later, because it just makes you feel more guilty. And that whole like situation made me hate college. Like, I didn't like it, didn't want to go. I think the only reason I went is because I knew I needed to get this like whole qualification. So I got distinctions on all my assignments, luckily. And I just put like college a lot more now, even though there are some situations like the first two, but I'm starting to like it a lot more now. Well, I have for the past like 6 weeks, I think. The past month, I say. I really enjoyed it for the past like month. And you just need to surround yourself with like people that make you laugh, take the situation away from you, and that you just chat to about anything and that understand you. And advice, if any of this happens to you, talk to someone. If you think that person is talking about you behind your back, go. If you have a problem, you do know you can come. If you have a problem with me, you do know you can come and tell me, and I won't judge you or something. Like, I wish I said that, but I didn't. And when like I was with my progression coach, I wish I said, she's been talking about me for weeks. Like, telling people what happens when. It's always a good idea. But yeah, hopefully you liked this deep chat. I didn't really want a cup of tea with it because it's pretty downer, and tea is most of the like thing. You think you're the worst person in the world all the time. You're actually not. I know when I wrote these notes up, because I didn't want to miss anything, I was near crying my eyes out, but I haven't. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a downer, but stuff like this happened. If you want any advice or anything, you can message me privately and I'll do my best. But yeah, I'm not going to say hopefully you guys enjoy this video, because that is not possible. But yeah, I will see you in another one. Bye!